The Ebubedike Chieftaincy title conferred on Mr. Frank Onwuka Egwu and his dear wife Ngozi as Odoziaku by the Obi Godwin Nzemeke of Ejeme Unor Kingdom have been described as honor and recognition well deserved. The US-based couple, health professionals, and icons whose milk of kindness runs in their veins have distinguished themselves as patriotic, dedicated, committed, and dogged humanitarians and philanthropists. For decades, have continued to use their hard-earned resources to show empathy and put smiles on the faces of the needy, less privileged in the society in the area of human capital development, provision of palliatives, healthcare, and infrastructural needs of the people. According to Obi Godwin Nzemeke, the traditional ruler of Ejeme Unor Kingdom in Aniocha South local government area of Delta State, silver and gold he has not. But the only way he could say thank you to an illustrious son in recognition of his immense contribution to the progress and development of the community was to give him the revered Chieftaincy title of the Ebubedike, which means the glory of a great and very strong one.
Odiche, because I'm now 37 years on the throne and the current chairman Aniocha South Traditional Rulers Council. And this is the first time they can a title by Beni. That is our tradition from Benin Kingdom, because we migrate from Benin. So I'm giving him a Beni today after the Ebubedike. It's a great history and first of its kind. Ebubedike of Ejeme Kingdom. Government Gazette Gari. Certificate here, actually they been today. Okay, certificate concerning it today. Ebubedike, 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 Ebubedike. Eso okuchintito ego nwa akonoba now golden sword Aniocha Beni Ejeme chief where I am about traditional chief. Yaka government is Yaka Gazette. So from now on, you think Nejija, you will natural Ejomon, natural Ejomad. Odoziaku. 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 Ọ ga-adịrị mma. Ọ dịrị mma na Eke, dịrị mma na Oye, dịrị mma na Afọ, dịrị mma na Nkwọ. Mbasa na ọdịrị nwa Chinzu Adechi unyi. Ị ga-enwe awele na be anyị. Ịdị mma nwaanyị. Alaiki gị. Enugu ga-adị mma n'obodo a. No? Ọ dị mma na Eke, ọ dị mma na Oye, dị mma na Nkwọ, dị mma na Afọ. Nwa Chinzu Adechi unyi.
Ordinarily, due to his humble background, he would have preferred to be addressed as Mr. Frank Egwu. But on the second thought, he sees it as a call for more services.
As the Ebubedike one of Ejeme is worth celebrating and celebration galore, and that is as you stated earlier, beside every successful man there must be a very, very powerful woman, and that is Chief Miss Ngozi Odoziaku of Ejeme. Special thank you, family members, friends, and well wishers. Thank you. After which we're going to witness the presentation and collation of the Chieftaincy certificates, and this will be personally done by His Royal Majesty Obi Godwin Nzemeke the First, the Obi of Ejeme Unor Kingdom. Meet me.
Ebubedike said the title meant a lot to him and his family and promised to contribute to the progress and development of the kingdom.
Obi of Ejeme Unor, Obi Nzemeke, visited America some 4 years ago and had issue with his health. So when he came, I assisted in his medical treatment. And since then, the man just fell in love with me, and he got so excited. And then he has been talking to me that he wants to reward me with a chieftaincy title. Initially, I did not accept, but as he continued to talk to me, I now obliged, okay, let me accept the honor. And here am I being given the title of Ebubedike I of Ejeme Kingdom. Yeah, so I feel very excited. I'm very pleased, very happy, especially at the turnout of my community guys, my village people, everybody around, including people from outside the state.
The question begging for an answer is, what would have triggered and be the reasons for the kind gesture?
Well, no. I don't think politics is my calling, but I have the spirit. My wife and I will have the spirit of helping the community because of my background. Like I told you the last time, you know me very well. You know my background. I'm from a humble background. And with the little blessing God has given to me, I feel that it should be shared amongst my people, that people should benefit from it one way or the other. I've seen my friends come from the US to participate in politics, and when they get here, they get entangled most of the time with the corruption and everything you have in Nigerian polity. So I don't appreciate it for now. God has helped them to get to where they are, that they should imbibe the spirit of giving. Because you see, once you give, you're bound to receive. So they should imbibe the spirit of giving, because by giving, you will get. Givers, they said, never lack. You understand? And you don't get poor by giving, right? So I advise them to try and impact, leave a legacy, and make sure that the poor benefit one way or the other.
Some stakeholders who spoke to Live TV News crew admonished those who are far away from their ancestral homes and well-to-do to emulate Chief Frank and his wife to have a rethink and always look back home.
He is the leader of Ejeme community in the whole of United States. Besides that, he has been my elder brother here from home before we migrated to the United States. He is a prominent son of the soil, son of Ejeme Kingdom, worthy son. Is like what we've been celebrated today is like a compensation for his humanitarian services, charity work, generosity to the community. And besides that, when the king was in the US a few years ago, he was so generous. He took care of my father, the king, His Royal Highness Obi Nzemeke I of Ejeme Unor Kingdom. People who are charitable, people who are generous, is a mindset thing. And my brother, the new Chief Ebubedike, has been doing a lot. But I candid advice for those who are capable, who have the capacity to help, to be generous. I would advise them to do that. Number one, there is a spiritual blessing from God. But Jesus said, it is more blessed to give than to receive. When you give, you unlock the windows of heaven for God to give you more. I will see a lot of people who are poor in our environment. The more you empower people, the more brighter future you give to our people. So I really encourage them to give. Do more for our people, more charity, more generosity, more humanitarian service, more empowerment.
Today we all gathered together in commemoration of his coronation on the title conferred on him by the Obi of Ejeme Kingdom, Ebubedike I. It's a great event, and also I want to use the opportunity to say thank you to everyone that comes to greet the occasion with us. It's a thing of joy, you know, for us and for everyone, well-wishers and friends of my brother Ebubedike Frank Egwu. I also want to thank the wife who has stood beside him. You know, they said, in every successful man, there is a woman. Frank and his wife has been a very good and cooperating family, helping people, straightforward, articulated, focus. You know, I mean, if you make Frank and his wife to be your friend, you will never regret it. And that is why you see the crowd here today. Right from the Obi Palace, we moved down to his house where we are here now. It's a thing of joy. The whole village is celebrating because the person that is focused, a person that is committed, a person that is full of compassion, today is receiving the Chieftaincy title of Ebubedike I of Ejeme Kingdom. He has shown great concern and great love, charity to the whole people, widows, you know, and they see this as another way of rejoicing with him.
Presently, my name is Chief Emmanuel Duku. I said presently because at the time that I met this man that we are here for, I was just a small banker, young banker. That's like some 20 years back. You know, we worked in the same bank in Warri, Citizens Bank precisely, and we're in the same unit, cash and tellers unit. I was the head of the unit then, and I know him as a man that is humble at that time and doing everything that he's supposed to do. You know, he normally the career, the profession that we're into demands that kind of high integrity and all of that, and that is his person. You know, somebody that is very firm and focused, knows what he wants to do. So we've been together as friends since that time. It's the job that brought us together. But we developed a kind of friendship and it's lasted until now. So I don't know, today he's celebrating with his people. He's been given the title of maybe, what is it called now, Ebubedike of his kingdom, or Ejeme Unor. I'm learning those names, you know, and I'm here to celebrate with him, really. It's been a while since we saw because different things, callings have moved us apart. Incidentally, my family is in the US and he's in the US, and incidentally too, they are in the same city.
It is a reward that will enable him come back home and do or contribute his own quota to the good of the place where he comes from. You see, most of the times, government cannot do everything. The individuals that are well-to-do should come up and support the government, particularly on issue of this rural development. That is the main reason why they conferred this chieftaincy of Ebubedike on him. You understand? To come and develop his place according to his capacity. So government can't do everything. On our own part, as politicians, we are doing well. And if you look around, you can see traces of our effort so far.
Frank Onwuka Egwu, Lady Chiefy, Ngozi, for organization, the Ejeme Unor, I didn't be able to study Aniocha. Yajikema, Ejimoga na Bresa, Chukula Bresa, Yadine Jesu.
For the wife, who has been the pillar of support and brain behind the success story of the husband, was also honored with Odoziaku of Ejeme Kingdom.
Frank has been an illustrious son that we met many years ago, and he has been like a partner. He has been very close to me. In fact, when we met ourselves, we were like friends. And from friendship, we discovered that we are going to marry each other. And that was how the journey started. And I have never regretted it. And anybody that knows Frank knows that he's a very hard-working gentleman, quiet, and a very nice and kind man. People love him so much, and indeed I love him. And I used to tell him in my next world I'm going to marry him again. You can see me, I look so like I'm fat. It's because of the peace, happiness that both of us derive in our journey in marriage. And today, we are being crowned as this, let me say, coronation of the Chieftaincy title, which came as a result of philanthropic work. We have been trying to give back to the people because of the kind of persons that we are. And that's where the origin of this coronation came about. So I'm so happy to receive this chieftaincy title of Odoziaku of Ejeme Kingdom, and my husband Ebubedike of Ejeme Kingdom. We are professionals. And it's not only through politics that you reach to your people. For instance, I'm a nurse. There are different ways I can help people. And I think I prefer it than going into politics that will not last. You are there for only maybe 4 years, or you are there at most 8 years or something like that, and it's off. But I want to stay with my profession and use it to reach to people.
Don't you think that your kind of people are the people needed in politics? Don't you think so? Because the kind heart that you have, Mother Teresa of our time, don't you think you will impact people? But because what you are doing, you are using your personal money and going this way. Are you not thinking of, by the time you have the resources of the state or the government, don't you think you will do better, reach more to the unreached? Don't you think so?
That is where the government is failing. Because you reap from them and you give very little to them. Let us use it to develop where everybody will be beneficiary. I'm happy if I use my own personal money. You see, that's the difference here. We pay tax. But the government don't use our tax, they share it. But where I'm coming from, the tax that we pay is used for everybody, and especially for the less privileged. You get to a certain stage, it's only the less privileged that the government cares, the elderly, the young ones, the abandoned. But here is different. So I don't think that system, with the system here, I will be able to blend, because I cannot blend. I will feel so bad. And what's the point of amassing all the wealth? Am I going to die with that? And I didn't reach out to people? Am I reaching out, even if I don't reach to individually once, I can do something that communal everybody will enjoy, like maybe putting pole, maybe doing roads, doing one thing, everybody is passing through it. Maybe building a school, maybe, helping in one way or the other that everybody will benefit, not 1 or 2 or 3 people. So, that's the kind of calling that I would like to belong.
The Nsukka Grammar School class of 81, friends, associates, and the youths, among others, who attended the carnival-like ceremony, were later treated to a sumptuous meal at his country home in Ejeme Unor. I am Gospel, Amalia Mefobo.